Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Rebel Racing Network. You know who it is. It's Eddie Smith, and it's Wednesday night. So we are at the Thunderstruck Super Series in the Tour Mod division, and tonight we're at Las Vegas at the Bullring. Tonight, getting ready for an awesome show as we got 15 guys tonight going straight to the feature, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight as we watch these guys try to tackle this track. As you can see, it's a really, really short track as usual, and it's going to be fast. It's going to be a lot of beating and banging. Hopefully, relatively clean, but man, you put these guys on a short, small track like this, and there's going to be a lot of chaos. So, expecting to see a lot of action, a lot of excitement tonight as we are coming to the close of this season. And as we look, we're here at the Bullring, down at the bottom, 125 laps, open setups, 15 go to the feature, which we have 15 tonight, so they'll all go right into the feature. One fast repair and no tire changes. So as always, those tires are going to last the whole time, so you got to take care of them. Going to see who's able to come away with the victory tonight. Nick Schaefer was last week's winner. He is out tonight, so got a lot of guys who are ready to get out there and get themselves a win. Go over the standings, kind of bring those up and talk about them. The after last week's race, the standings really opened up. And unfortunately for Garrett Kidd or Sam Wetstein, both of those drivers having issues. And Josh Oswald able to come home with a second place finish. And he's able to extend that lead quite a bit there to 325 points, you see. So good 35 points from first to second. So it's going to be tough. You got 3 races remaining, so there's still a lot of chances. Josh Oswald just really needs to maintain, be safe, do a lot of points racing if he wants to win. But these guys show up every week with the idea that they want to get a win. So it's going to be hard to pull the reins back and just go easy when you come out here every week wanting to get a victory. So interesting to see what goes on, see what happens. It's still got a lot of tight battles there. I mean, the battle for third place is heating up now for sure, as not too many points separate those drivers. Michael Steffen as well. So some guys able to try to jump their way up in the top 3 and get up there and try to at least run down Garrett and Josh, which they have really separated themselves from the rest of the field. Bringing up the race for tonight, you see that we're at the Bullring, 0.34 miles, so extremely short. Not a lot of throttle time. Going to be on the throttle, back off real quick, and it's going to make for some really exciting race at about 14-second lap times. You see we got a nice cool track out in Vegas tonight, 71 degrees. So these guys have done a little bit of practice, got a little warm up here, and we are getting ready to grid up as we go over the grid here. For the Chappiette, it's 125. Mike Hasty on pole with a 14 flat. Outside the front row, Garrett Kinder for Reaper Racing. Third place, Thomas Capuano. Fourth, Kai Shepard. Fifth is Hemi Garadini. Sixth, Sam Wetstein. Seventh, Mike Steffen. Eighth, William Griffith. Another Reaper Racing entry. Josh Oswald starting ninth. Rounding out your top 10 is Kyle Roberts for Reaper Racing. Pale Horse Racing has Michael Swink in 11th. Charlie Gates in 12th. Tyler Rice in 13th. Alex V 14th. Dark Horse Motorsports. And Phil Hitman Monto rounding out your top 15. Well, the pace car is gridding. We got these guys ready to go as we go ahead and going on with this thing. There we go. Brandon Wallace says, send it, boys. So that's what they're about to do. Pace car, lights are off, so we are getting ready to go green. Mike Hasty, Garrett Kinder, and we're gonna see what happens. I don't know how to feel about this track just yet. We'll see what guys are able to do. Seems like you're gonna want to be right at the bottom, but we're green. Green flags out. Great start for Garrett Kinder. Kai Shepard having a little bit of tough time on that outside, but Mike Hasty able to clear the field and get out front. As Garrett Kinder stuck on the outside does not seem like it is where you want to be. As you see him and Carradini there trying to get in line, make a little contact as we have racing going on all over. See William Griffin diving in there, Sam Wetstein spinning out. Oh my goodness, just been a tough few weeks for Sam as that brings out the caution, but you saw he just kind of gets a little bit loose there and just self spins, no damage, should be fine. I don't see anything out of place. Didn't seem like he really hit anything, but been a tough few weeks. Had a little sniff at the points lead and just unlucky, some bad luck, and it continues tonight. But we're only 3-4 laps in, so we got 125 laps to get back in this thing. So under our first caution, guys really kind of getting spread out. A couple guys on the move already after being just 3 or 4 laps. Josh Oswald and Michael Swink making up a few spots. So. This series, probably one of the more competitive series that I broadcast for sure, as we seem to have a lot of different winners, comers and goers. Some tracks better than others, but it's just short track racing is going to be messy. There's going to be cautions. If you go to any short track on a Saturday night or on the weekend, you're going to see something similar where guys are going to get loose and guys are going to get together, especially on these one groove tracks. So, it's going to be messy. It's going to be part of it. That's what makes short track racing so much fun. Is we are getting ready to go green. Everybody's getting racked back up. Garrett Kinder with that push bar, giving Mike Hasty a little shove. Mike Hasty gets a great jump. Thomas Capuano will try to get back onto that bottom line, not let Garrett Kinder get through there. As we see kind of have a shuffling of cars right here. Josh Oswald said, I'm out of here. Lets a nice little gap there as you see Michael Swink there in that orange car, making a move on Hemi Garradini, see if he can make that bottom work. Hemi really trying to make that top side, but you see he gets really loose and he's going to fall into the clutches of William Griffin, the 12 Toys R Us car. Definitely seems like if you fight too hard on the outside, it's going to be tough. You really want to get down to the bottom as soon as possible. So with all these cautions and stuff coming out, you want to be on those odd numbers positions to try to get that bottom line restart. You saw Hemi there get stuck up there and drop back a few spots because of it. Capuano all over the back end of Mike Hasty, and he's going to open the door for Garrett Kinder as he moves back up to the second position. Caution is out. Looks like Michael Swink has had an issue. Let's go back and see what happened to him. You see he comes off the corner, a little bit low off the corner. It seems like he just got loose, and looks like maybe we'll see if it. Oh yeah, and he's just loose all the way down the straightaway, goes into the next corner, and she just comes out from under him. Good job by Tyler Rice and Hemi to not get into the back of him. So just a self spin, he gets it righted back up, and back on the track. So far, a couple incidents, a couple cautions, but mostly self-spins. Guys with their setups a little bit loose, trying to give them a little bit better feel through the middle of the corner, and getting a little bit loose. It looks like Michael Swink, he got loose in the one corner, came off low, and then went into the next corner low because of just how loose he was, and he ended up spinning there as well. So Michael Swink, a very good driver, so you can definitely tell how out of shape and nervous these cars are right now. Still up front, Mike Hasty able to hold on to that, getting great restarts, and that's important, these short tracks, as Thomas Capuano trying to make a move on the outside, but got a little bit loose, trying to make that stick, and ended up falling back a couple spots, or just a spot to Garrett Kinder. So we're going to see what Garrett can do on the high side. Is he going to try to fight Mike for that top spot, or is he going to try to jump down behind him and get to the bottom and work on him for a couple laps? Good to see Kevin Kinder here tonight. Obviously, he's going to be pulling for that number 13 big frig pink machine that you see, pink and black up top. Mike Hasty catches Garrett. Garrett was trying to get up on the high side, trying to get a better run off the corner. Mike kind of catches him sleeping a little bit, so we've got some cars already around. His caution is already back out. Let's just go ahead and rewind it right here and just see what happened. Looks like Hemi gets him. Well, looks like Hemi was going right for the bottom. Tyler Rice just trying to get down to the bottom. Like I said, that top side is just detrimental. You're going to lose so many spots. So they just came together as one was trying to get to the corner and the other one was trying to get to the bottom. So it's kind of like when that person pulls in front of you on the highway and then gets on the brakes because there's cars stopping in front of them. Sometimes it can be hard to get that bad boy stopped. So under a third caution, like I said, it's short track, 0.3 mile track, less than a half a mile. Not a lot of room, not a lot of time, as 14 seconds a lap will really click on by. We haven't done that much racing, and we're already 20 laps in. So guys trying to do what they can do to get every spot that they can muster up to get up towards the front. You know, of course, this is great for Mike Hasty. He doesn't really have to worry about his tires right now. He's not overcooking them. He gets to lead a bunch of laps under the yellow flag. So that's a big benefit to him. He gets to control each restart, get out to a good jump. And so as many cautions as he can get, he's all right with that. Because while he definitely was the fastest car in qualifying, there's plenty of guys behind him who are quick enough to come up there and take that top spot from him. So he gets to just lead a bunch of laps under caution, just kick back, relax, got his feet up on the, I don't know if he's got dashes or not, but just kicking his feet up and maybe lighting up a Marlboro light. Now that we have a lap down car, looks like the caution will be a little bit longer, but we're getting ready to go back green now. Green flag is out. Mike Hasty takes him down into turn one. Side by side, Garrett Kinder on the bottom trying to get that second spot, but give it to Thomas Capuano as the guys come flying through there. Real good. Down into turn one. Everybody's kind of getting spaced out. We got battle for the lead starting to brew up, it looks like, as Thomas Capuano back up there trying to make a move. got to be careful. Last time he tried to jump off the outside, got a little bit loose, and had to surrender the second place position to Garrett. So it seems like that car is rotating really, really well in the entry of the corner. Let's see what he's looking at. Oh, as we are under caution again. And it looks like Michael Swink was the cause of this one as well. So we watch and see what happened to him. Michael Swink in that orange 51 machine. Oh, gets up on the wall and climbs up the wall. And boom, right into the tires. Oh, good grief. That's not a spot you want to hit, and he instantly has to tow. So that's bad news for Michael Swink. So tough few laps here for Michael as he had a self spin, was spinning it all the way down the front stretch and spun it again, and then right there just gets up on the wall on those right side tires and ends up into the tires. Something happened to Monzo here. Let's see what we can see what happened. Oh, no, just trying to make it in pit road. That's all. Our broadcast software has an event viewer that lets us know when there's incidents, who was the cause of it. Somebody gets spins out, hits, goes into pit lane, passes another driver, and sometimes it throws a little red line for guys who are stopped, real slow on the track. So it's like Hitman Monzo was just trying to get into the pit road. I believe we are on our fourth caution right now. Everybody's getting lined back up, going to get this thing going. Would love to see some green flag racing, but so far the race has been pretty exciting anyway. So see the pace car coming through. Mike Hasty leading us to the green. Gets another great restart. Guys fanning out all over the place to go down into turn one. Garrett Kinder on the inside trying to make the pass on Thomas Capuano and looking under Mike Hasty there as they come through turn 3, exit 4. Garrett Kinder looking for that lead. Mike Hasty really guarding the bottom. Seems like when someone's on his back bumper, he's Garrett's going to try to get a run on it, get the nose in there. Unfortunately for Mike, he's going to have to give it up. He had that push bar out inside of his left rear, so he didn't want to chop that off and end up into the wall. So Mike Hasty going to lose 2 spots as Thomas Capuano is going to come through as well. So new leader Garrett Kinder started outside front row. He's been up front pretty much the whole time, so he is going up there and taking the lead. Back here and check some of this racing out. Guys trying to find their way and see it settled in and find their way towards the front if they can. Shepard, William Griffith here fighting for 6th place. Sierra points leader Josh Oswald right in front of them. Just trying to be smooth, trying to make sure he can stay out of trouble. Andrew Sam-Wetstein. And we see Kyle Roberts there in that 35 machine. He's a lap down. Had to go in and get some repairs, it looks like. And so he is a lap down along with Michael Swink. Quite a few laps down, actually, 4 and 5, respectively. Back over here to check on Tyler Rice. Tyler Rice trying to find a way around Charlie Gates Jr. All these guys, Charlie Gates Jr., Tyler Rice, and Alex Beaton there. White car going into the turn now. They've all been moved up 4 spots from where they started, so they are taking advantage of some guys having some issues and trying to get their car settled in. All finding their way into the top 10. Slow on the outside, just let the guys go, it looks like. Being a real gentleman. Go back over and check on the front. Looks like Thomas Capuano trying to put a little pressure on Garrett Kinder. Great green flag racing so far. Looks like Thomas is going to get position on Garrett Kinder, going to take the lead away from him. So Thomas showing a lot of speed early. Just got a little bit loose there on cold tires, but now that we've heated him up, he made a charge to the front. So already 2 lead changes on this thing. See Garrett Kinder coming back on him. Getting that 13 machine back up front. He said, no, sir. I am the leader. I'm the guy tonight, so I'm going to go back out front. Appreciate it. Thanks for holding my spot. You guys have to be careful with the side-by-side racing, trade back and forth. That allows Mike Hasty and Mike Steffen to join the battle. Makes it a little bit more complicated. It's easier when there's 2 of you. It's a little bit more difficult when there's 3 of you. So. See these guys driving hard. You see how kind of inconsistent that both of them are, as this track is really fast. They're able to drive really, really deep into the corner. You see both of them really giving the corner entry a lot of attacking the corner entry. So Thomas Capuano goes back out front, takes that lead back. So looks like Thomas may have had some sort of mistake there. They had to check up. It didn't take him long to get right back out and make me eat my words and say, this is my race. So, we are under caution. Let's see what happened here. Looks like Charlie Gates Jr. was a little bit slow there. Gets on down on the bottom of the track. And looks like Sam Wetstein maybe thought he had cleared him enough to get that line since Charlie was so off the pace. But they get together, and fortunately, looks like Kyle Roberts, just an innocent bystander there. We are under our 5th or 6th caution. I'm not real sure. Been a lot of them so far. Not even halfway, so we got to do all this again. So guys over here getting low for the lucky dog. Phil Hitman Monzo gonna get back on the lead lap. Thomas in that black and red 21 machine is showing a lot of speed early. Started in 3rd position, so definitely not like he's overdriving it. It's hard to know. It's hard to really tell sometimes how the tires will eventually play out, but you're definitely using more tire when you're fighting hard to stay out front. And both these guys, Thomas and Garrett, both fighting really, really hard to try to keep that lead. And that obviously hurts your tires just a little bit, but we'll just have to watch and find out how much that really going to hurt them. I know Mike Hasty would love to get back out front. Mike Steffen patiently sitting back in fourth place, been just biding his time as well. Pace car is off. Thomas will have control of the restart. Waits a little bit longer than Mike Hasty has all race. So Mike able to get to the inside of Garrett Kinder. Garrett Kinder going to try to fight to hold on to that second position. And so those guys are going to be side by side. And you see the number 12 machine working on the outside as these guys. Oh! Mike Steffen and Garrett Kinder get together right in front of Josh Oswald. He's backing up, trying to take it easy. William Griffith is trying his hardest to get that outside line to work. You see he just kind of pushed it up off the corner there, and it's going to lose a little bit of time. You see he gains a lot in the middle, or in the entry in the middle, but just loses time off the corner. Just the car's not hooking up there, so. Still doing a great job. If he can keep that exit from being so wide, he might be able to make a couple passes with that. So far, that high line is, I think Griff can make it work on most tracks, but you can just see how bad that high line is, and just how there's no grip up there. There's just not any banking to help you keep the momentum up, and he is under fire. Tyler Rice. You see he goes wide there. Got to be careful to get in that wall. You saw what happened to Michael Swink as he climbs the wall. Don't want that to happen at all. And we got a pass for the lead. Mike Hasty going to the lead here as Mike Steffen is putting pressure on Garrett Kinder. So these guys who are battling for the lead are all of a sudden starting to see some guys move up forward. Thomas Capuano gets a hell of a drive in and has to slam on the brakes almost to stay off of Mike. But great racing here. Even though there's been a lot of cautions, the green flag racing has been incredible. As guys are really trying to find and get themselves positioned. As we're definitely going to start to see who's got the best long run set up. I think Thomas is probably the fastest car on the track. And so far, just looking at the list, he definitely has the fastest time in a sub 14 second to 13.9. So that's a really, really fast lap time. Pole is 14 flat. So he's definitely got a lot of speed, but it just seems like his car's a little chaotic. And he's had a couple mistakes where the car has jumped up out of the groove, gotten a little bit loose, and oh, be careful, Thomas, as he gets real, real loose trying to get that left front on that apron area. He falls into the clutches of Mike Steffen, but I think Thomas is probably the fastest car right now, at least. But just a lot of mistakes, little small mistakes that have cost him a few spots. Try to settle down a little bit, knowing that you're the faster driver. But telling the race car driver to settle down. Telling the fat guy not to eat that donut. And a nice little battle here between Josh Oswald, Kai Shepard, William Griffith, and Tyler Rice. Timmy Garrodini coming back through there. So nice little green flag run as we're coming across for lap 74 of 125. So starting to click them off now for 13, 14 seconds a lap. We're starting to see these laps click off as we're starting to run into lap traffic as we see Hitman Monzo slow. Don't know if there's a problem or if he's just trying to get stay out of the groove and let these guys by. He did that last time, so I'm sure assuming that's what he is. Him and Garrett, you got to be careful. The speed difference there coming off the corner was there's a lot of difference there. Let's go back up front. Let's watch as Thomas is trying to get himself back up to the point. Mike did a great job of being able to take advantage. Get back up to the front. Is Thomas not afraid to use that front bar and tried to move Mike out of the groove. Let's go on board. Let's watch it in first person. Let's see what this looks like. Thomas takes the lead, just pushes Mike out of the groove there, and just says, "Hey man, you're in my way. Get out of here," and just pushes Mike right up the track, almost into the wall. He had to really check up, so probably not gonna be happy about that. Hopefully, he doesn't have any damage. It does look like he got the wall pretty good, but hey, that's I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure that's what that bar is there for. He just leaned right on him and just pushed him right on through the turn. You got to do what you got to do if you want to win these races. And you know, guys, I'm definitely not going to say Mike is parking in the corner. He's definitely not doing that, but he's holding that bottom, trying to make sure the guy can get a run. So sometimes you have to use that to make a pass. Wasn't dirty, nobody wrecked. Looked good to me. But the thing is, you open up. Mike is now knows how you're going to race, and knows that. When the time comes, if you're right in front of him and he can use that same maneuver, he won't think twice about it. So. Thomas, definitely the fastest car on the track right now as he's starting to really click them off. Out of 10 faster than anybody else on the track last time by, and that holds true this time as well. So. Lap car calls a bit of difference there. Going to allow Mike to pick up a little bit of time. Mike gets a little bit tight off that corner. Let's go back and check this 4-car battle. It's still going on. Looks like William Griffin's able to get around Kai. It is now putting pressure on Josh. Josh still just kind of hanging out in that 5th position. Definitely points racing is if he can just finish well for the last 3 races, he's got this all but locked up. Just can't have any catastrophic failure. And I know he probably wish I'd stopped talking about it because in the 87 race over at Rebels last Monday night, every time I talked about anybody, they had some sort of incident. So. Really nice 4-car battle. As I don't know at what point does Josh kind of say, you know what, let me just go ahead and let you go. But maybe saving, maybe holding off a little bit and make a charge towards these front 4. Looks like we've tried to take a little inside track there, get position on him. don't know what the hell that was in chat. We gotta get them out of here. Anyway, sorry about that. Had to deal with some weird mess in chat. Get that. They were spamming the chat some weird links. Make sure we don't click anything in chat, guys, if you're watching. Anything like that. Good way to get some stuff stolen from you. But going back up at the lead, Thomas Capuano still has the lead, but while he was a good bit faster a minute ago, you know, it's really hard for me to I'm allowed to ask him at the end of the race, but just a lot of inconsistent driving. It seems like it's really hard to do the same thing every lap. It's the lap times really, you see Mike Hasty get down on the apron there, and he's going to slow him up this time and lose a little bit of ground. But we're seeing guys just really hard to be consistent as they kind of just keep rubber banding. One guy get out in the lead and have an issue, and the guys will catch up, and they'll have an issue. So it seems like it's really tough to pilot this car around this track. Thomas has already caught the back of the field and starting to put these guys a lap down. So done a great job so far. Definitely showed a lot of speed. Let's see how he does in traffic. He's able to navigate this without any issues. These guys are going to move out of the way most likely, but don't want to. Want to fight and stay on the lap. That way if a caution comes out, they're able to go back around and catch the field. So some may move up out of the way, and some may, you know, make you work for it. So second place car always has sort of an advantage through traffic, as the leader has to be the one to, you know, make the hole and go through it, pick the lanes, and try to navigate that lap traffic. You see him get up out of the group a little bit. Mike not able to take advantage of it, gets a little bit loose, gets a little bit excited as Garrett Kinder's slow. We're under yellow. Go back and see what happened to Garrett Kinder. Yeah, it just goes down to the corner and just gets out from under. Michael Swink does a great job of avoiding him. But a little half spin there, going to bring out the caution. So guys who are fighting the leaders there, trying to hang on, a couple of them are going to be trapped a lap down, as we definitely won't see any pitting out of the leaders. So it looks like the 017 machine is going to get the lucky dog. Well, 15 laps to go. Let's pull up the running order and kind of show where everyone is at under the sixth caution. Thomas Capuano in first, Mike Hasty second, Mike Steffen in third. Garrett Kendridge brought out that caution, is still able to maintain the position in fourth. Josh Oswald, points leader, in fifth, just trying to hold steady up 4 spots where he started, though. William Griffith in sixth, Tyler Rice in seventh, Sam Wetstein having a good recovery after that early spin in eighth. Ninth, Kai Shapard. 10th, Hemi Garadini, our lucky dog this caution. Charlie Gates Jr. is on pit road. Alex Veith is now going to take over the 11th spot. First car a lap down. Charlie Gates in 12th right now. And then Phil Hitman Monzo in 13th, 3 laps down. Michael Swink trying to hang on 14th, 5 laps down. And Kyle Roberts out of the race. So that's your running order as we get ready. 13 laps to go, coming to 12. Thomas, real slow start. Mike gets actually a really good jump into that first corner, so gets really close to that back bumper, not able to quite get to him yet. We'll see if he's willing to repay the favor as he gets back up to him, if he can. Lots of good racing back here as we watch these guys try to fan out and get down to that bottom. Definitely want to fight to get down there. But let's go back up to the lead. 10 laps to go. Who is going to take this win? As Thomas has been the fastest car all night long, but we'll see if Mike Hasty's been holding anything back and got a little bit of speed left in the tank. Mike Steffen, haven't said too much about him. He's just been quietly there in third or fourth. He's ready to pounce as well as he is closing up the gap really, really fast, running very similar lap times to these top 2. So 8 laps to go, coming to 7. We have a 3-car battle there. You see how hard Mike Steffen getting into the corner. So he definitely been saving his stuff a little bit. And you see how much speed he has. It gets a little bit too hot in that corner. He's going to lose time. And Mike Hasty on the wall, climbs it. Not a big deal. Drive off in the corner. And we're still racing. Hopefully it didn't hurt his car too bad as Thomas is starting to peel away a little bit. Mike Hasty having to go into defensive mode as Steffen is all over his back bumper. These two are going to hopefully work together, try to run down this leader. You see how hard Mike Hasty is driving. Getting a little bit sideways there off the corner, trying to get this thing to turn. Great battle here for second place as Thomas is doing a great job of managing that gap. About half a second now. As Mike Hasty gets a little bit too low there, but Mike Steffen as well not able to take advantage of it. These guys are racing really, really hard. White flag is out for Thomas Capuano. Got a lap car coming up. Gonna have to get up out of the way. Mike Hasty, ooh, very, very close there. But our winner, Thomas Capuano, going to take the victory in the Shappy Edits. 125. What a great race. What a great drive by him. And he takes home the victory tonight at the Bullring at Las Vegas. So what a great race. Had a lot of cautions early. But we had some really great green flag runs, a lot of fun racing. Guys are really driving the hell out of it. You can definitely tell they were having issues driving it, being really difficult to drive. And but Thomas showing speed all night long, able to come home and take that win. So well, all right. Well, they are doing a little burnouts on the front stretch. We'll see if we can't get Thomas into that little checkered area as we got that's enough burnouts. It's time to do a little bit of demo derby let some of that steam off. But let's go ahead and get some guys in here and do some interviews. And we will talk to Mike Steffen. This is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Hey, I got a copy.
Hey, Mike. Well, man, that was a quiet race by you. You were kind of at third, fourth all race long, just kind of biding your time, hoping especially the two drivers in front of you would kind of get together. But able to come home with a third place finish and had a great run. So, kind of talk me through your race, man. How'd it go?
Yeah, car felt really good all night. I think Mike and second place Hasty and myself running pretty much the same stuff. Yeah, it felt real good. I think we had maybe 15, 20 laps. Might have had a shot, but yeah, that last caution kind of hurt us. I think more than helped us. But yeah, we'll take it. I mean, third place, can't complain.
Yeah. So, do you feel like you were probably better on the long run, and you were kind of hoping that that it would stay green for a while there?
Yeah, I think we had a shot. I think we saved our stuff probably a little bit too much, and then just had too much at the end there. So that's strategy. Sometimes doesn't work out.
Well, hey, third place, still a good finish. Guy, those all five of you in that top five are extremely fast tonight. So congratulations. You got any shout outs, any sponsors you want to thank?
Just the boys, Moneymakers Motorsports and Rocket Nation, all those guys helping out each week.
All right, man. Congratulations. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. Thanks.
Well, all right. We'll bring in Mike Hasty. Mike Hasty, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Eddie, what's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, man. What a fine race between you, Thomas, and Garrett earlier. But you and Thomas there at the end really kind of showed out, put on a great show there at the end.
Yeah.
Kind of talk me through your race, man. How did you feel like it went? And I know you didn't want to have second place, but still had a pretty good race.
I'm not actually going to complain. Started on the pole, which was a surprise. I don't feel like it was an especially fast lap. And then just kind of try to manage. I noticed that Eddie and Garrett there were a little more aggressive at the start, so I just kind of let them have it. Maybe at like lap 20 or so, and figured I'd let them duke it out, and I'd come back for the end. And I think Garrett got into some trouble somehow, and then kind of faded away, and it was pretty much me and Thomas. He put on a good race. He gave me a little bit of a bumper, kind of messed me up. I got into the wall after that and messed the car up just a little bit. Like, it just didn't quite feel exactly as good as it was. And then after that, it was a little bit of catch up is all.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. He kind of used that push bar and just kind of pushed you through, pushed you out of that corner. If you were to get back to him, you think you would have tried the same thing?
No, I don't think so. He didn't make me mad for one, and I don't like to run like that. I mean, I didn't like that he did it, but we're at a bullring, at the bullring, so it's going
right.
to happen, and you have to expect it a little bit. He didn't actually put me in the wall. He got me a little squirrely, and then just trying to gather it together, and I just kind of didn't have it straight enough, and kind of got into the wall on myself. So I can't really put that on him either. But yeah, it was a good run. I like running up front. I just want to say thanks to my teammates here in Rocket Nation, Hemi and Mike Steffen. Steffen had a great run. It's like Hemi was like 10th, so yeah, it was great.
Awesome. I had a question about the cars, though. You could kind of tell me. They seem to be a little chaotic, where it seemed like it was hard to kind of get into a groove because it seemed like a couple times y'all would get somebody would get a good lead, then they would have to catch the car a little bit, and the guy in second would catch back up, pass them, and then it would just kind of go back and forth. So it seemed like it was really hard to kind of get a consistent pace here.
Yeah, I think so. I think that the actual race pace was probably okay, but when you got somebody on your tail there, you tend to push a little more. That's kind of the whole point of why you get up on somebody, and when you have to push it a little bit, these turns are so tight. It's really hard to get them slowed down and keep them where they need to be and stable. So they're going to be kind of all over the place. But I mean, you can manage it. Just takes a little bit of effort, and you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. This isn't the kind of place that you can get, you can just kind of find your little groove and stay away from everybody and kind of hide until the end. Like, you're in the middle of it the entire time.
And that's why we love it. Well, man, congratulations. Great second place, man. Good run. Put on a show. So, man, go out there and celebrate and have a good night.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just like to get
Oh, I cut him off. Sorry about that, Mike. I'd bring you back in, but I didn't mean to cut you off there. I'm sorry. So I apologize to Mike. Want to get all that you want to say in, so I apologize. I cut you off there. So, Tom, got Tom in the booth now. Thomas, man, talk to me about your race tonight, man. Congratulations on the win. Man, what a great race that was.
Yeah, man. I love the Bullring. It's one of my favorite tracks in this game. For some reason, I'm just really good here. And brought a brand new piece by designed by SKM guys, and tried driving like my man Steven Kopchik in real life. Learned, just a couple different things through practice, and really had an amazing car through the whole race. I can't be happy enough about the car.
Yeah, you put on a great show, man. I mean, you tried one time to get up on the outside and kind of got a little bit loose and had to try to catch it back early on in the race, and then it was just man, you were laying them down really really fast. Even gave a little push to Mike there through the corner. No harm, no foul. Nobody spun out. Nobody wrecked to take the lead. And that was definitely the move of the race. Is that was able to get you out front and get control of this race, and you really just never looked back after that point. I mean, kind of talk me through how the car did. I mean, did it ever change? I know early on it seemed like it was really squirrely for you, but as the tires started to wear, it seemed like it really came in towards the end.
Yeah, so started off the feature. Car was a little bit loose in this corner entry. It was getting just a tick free when you get on the brakes, and I just adapted to that a little bit. I just was I was just running my lines, trying to work around the track a little bit of dirt knowledge there, and I found I was able to get a line where I was able to roll it into the corner really good and get a lot of drive off the corner, and that's what you saw in that move that I made for the lead. On my screen, he blinked, but if you were watching that, I don't know if you guys were looking at that on the broadcast, but a couple of laps before that, I was giving him a little bit of nudges off the corner, and I come from a Bullring track, Riverhead Raceway. And the guys always say, you don't hit a guy going into the corner. You're going to bump him. You're going to bump him off the corner. Because it's not going to get him loose. It's not going to mess him up. It's going to tell him, hey, I'm faster than you. So I was thinking about that. I didn't want to rough him up too much. A couple times I got out front, and I was trying to save some tires a little bit. I was trying to find a line where I could hold a distant gap on the guys in second. There were two guys, but it wasn't really working. You saw that I made it pass for the lead and then got passed again. So I was trying to save tires, but it was just not really working. So, I just bided my time. And then once I got a chance to get out there and really, set the pace, I was really comfortable out there. The car was great.
Well, man, fantastic race. That was a lot of fun to watch. You put on a show, and you definitely deserved that victory. So, man, congratulations. You got any shout outs? Anybody you want to thank?
First and foremost, I want to dedicate this win to my friend Honda Rob. He passed away earlier this year. I've been trying to get a race win for him for a long time in any sort of league, and this is the first league. We got the Honda Rob on the deck lid. So I want to dedicate this win to Honda Rob. Second and most importantly, I want to dedicate this win to my man Daniel Eugene, who's attacked at Thompson Speedway. So I want to dedicate this win to my man Daniel. We stand with Daniel. And I got to thank all my sponsors. I got to thank Hocon Industrial Gas, Stafford Speedway, Race Car Solutions, Stephen Kopchik Motorsports, TA Engines for the awesome power, CitraSafe for allowing me to run such a cool scheme, and everybody who supports me.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, man. Go out there and celebrate. Man, what a great win tonight. Congratulations again, and man, we'll hope to see you next week.
Yeah, we'll hope so. I hope I'll be here.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, there's your race winner, Thomas Capuano. Tom the Modified guy is what it says on his Discord name. So definitely showing why that he has that name tonight, as he really put a whooping on him tonight. Man, clean racing up front. Most of the racing tonight, I have to admit, was pretty dang good. Just a few self spin, but I didn't see any dirty driving or guys running over each other really. So man, y'all put on a great show tonight. If y'all are watching this back, drivers, and I think the people watching would agree. So, but here's your final running order: is Thomas Capuano obviously winning with Mike Hasty, Mike Steffen on your podium. Garrett Kinder with a little half spin was able to recover and finish fourth. William Griffith fifth. Josh Oswald sixth, points leader. Just maintaining that points lead. I think he was probably a little bit faster than he was showing, but just taking it easy. Tyler Rice seventh. Sam Wetstein come home with an eighth place finish after that first initial spin. Good recovery from him. I know he needed a good finish. The last couple weeks have just been just tough for him. So getting a good great eighth place finish is a good way to finish that off. Kai Shepard in ninth, Hemi Carradini in 10th. Alex Veith finishes 11th. Phil Hitman Monzo 12th. Charlie Gates Jr. 13th. 14th Michael Swink, and 15th Kyle Roberts, 74 laps down. Just having a tough night. So, but a great race. Really enjoyed this one. Had a lot of fun, and the racing was really awesome. Bullring always delivers. That's why they call it a Bullring. Got to see all kinds of stuff tonight. So, congratulations to our winner, Thomas, again. Like we said before, Josh Oswald, all he needs to do is just maintain. Doesn't need to do anything crazy. Doesn't need to get it in himself into a spot to lose a bunch of points to Garrett Kinder. Some 30 points right now. So with 2 races to go, almost a lot, but you know, anything can happen in 2 races, so we'll have to. That's why we show up and run them. So, great night. Really, like I said, really enjoyed it. Really repeating myself right now, and we'll move on. We'll bring up the schedule one more time, and we're going to Richmond next week and ending the season in Hickory. So, come on out, watch those races. I think they'll be fun. We'll crown ourselves a Thunderstruck champion at the beginning of November. So, thank everybody for watching. Kevin Kinder, Austin McCurdy, Steve McDonald, Brandon Wallace, Charles Steven. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed a good race. And if you're watching this back, thank y'all for good driving and putting on a great show tonight. It was a lot of fun. But y'all have a good night, and we'll see you next week.